I may need this for a chase, is what I'm getting at.
There's a reason we have the pop in our hands.
Yeah, because this is going to taste like dick with ass
It's
inside
gonna
of it.
take like, dick ass.
It's going to taste like some dick ass or ass dick.
Y'all ready? Okay.
Alright.
3, 2, 1, shot.
Oh my god, it tastes disgusting. Actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought. It's still bad. One more.
Oh god, no, holy shit, that was bad.
The aftertaste.
Who?
It's the aftertaste. It's terrible. I thought it was okay. I was gonna be a man, but I'm not a
took
man.
two. Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
It went down all right.
I know.
Good.
Okay.
That's what she said.
We sound like geezers.
Drink the Mountain Dew. It makes everything better.
I don't need the Mountain Dew. I'm a man. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, you're a man
Now
drinking your Brazilian
Oh,
cherry
dude, I think the
rum.
Mountain Dew makes it taste worse, dude. What's wrong with you? It like fucking blends, and it's even worse than the drink. It's like taking the drink again.
Hey, it's a podcast.
Dude, this is a horrible idea to start to a podcast. I'm not ready to do shit right now.
This is the Rogue Wizard, Derek Draven.
This is what's left of Jordan.
And I'm Bruce.
In the baritone Bruce.
Podcast number 6 now.
Well, as we downed a thing of, what is
Brazilian cherry rum.
Brazilian cherry rum.
And we had a whole game plan of what our agenda was, and I would discuss it right now to tell people ahead of time, but I forgot most of it because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, God.
Borderlands DLC. We're going to talk some Borderlands DLC.
Okay, so Borderlands 2.
We'll just start with that.
It had Premier Club DLC come out, which has every character that you start with now is going to start with 2 weapons and a relic so that you get rare loot.
That started when you got the Premier Club.
Right, I just said Premier Club.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I pre-ordered it, so you got that portion immediately when you first started the game. Everybody already got that.
Right.
So
Except Bruce, because he didn't go Premier Club.
okay, yeah. So for the people that just got the Premier Club, yes, you get I think 3 gearbox. You get a sniper rifle, an assault rifle, and an SMG, and you get a loot.
It's random. You can get
Is
a
it
shotgun
differently?
and a pistol.
Oh, okay.
For shotgun and pistol.
I've yet to see a rocket launcher, but
Every time I've gotten that 3 combinations. So you also get a relic that gives you a 5% bonus to finding rare loot.
yep, rare loot.
Or for enemies to drop rare loot.
And then now, if you're part of the Premier Club, you get free character. Whenever they do new characters, you get that free.
The new Mechromancer Gauge.
She's my favorite character of the 5.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing a lot about that. What exactly does it do? Is it just what it sounds like summoning robots? Because
Yeah.
that sounds like exactly the ideal class for
She
me.
pulls her hand and she does the.
That is all of my favorite classes from every game combined into a class.
Yeah,
so it's
basically
probably what I'll be.
Basically what it
It's
is.
pretty good, yeah.
Basically what it is.
I like it. Sorry.
This is Derek time, Bruce.
Yeah, whatever.
go.
Fuck you. So yeah. I don't even remember where I was now.
I'm sorry.
I forgot where
I'm sorry.
he was, dude. The Mechromancer.
Both of you quit fucking around.
Mechromancer tickles the ground, robot comes out.
The Mechromancer Gauge. Yes, when the robot comes out, it's the Digistruct, just like what happens when you catch a ride. That's what
a
she
ride.
does. Is she Digistructs the Death Trap. I named mine Vodka Mark II because in the first Borderlands I named my Bloodwing Vodka.
You should call it Mecha Vodka.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh,
I like that.
Bruce named his
Hey.
Death.
I started off naming it Death Spank, but I didn't quite like that, so I tried Billy. Billy wasn't working, so I tried Bob. Bob didn't work for me.
When you say it doesn't work, do you mean performance-wise? Bob wasn't good enough, so you killed him and made a new robot?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's inspiration
And
for
so-
future robots.
So now my current one is Meat Tank, which is ironic.
Because he's a robot.
I'm glad you followed.
All right, so basically what you do with the robot is there's a lot of shock extras to boost your shock. There is a lot of enhancements. You can have your robot like fire a laser, or there's an explosive clap. He just claps his hands and boom, everything that's in front of him kind of gets all that explosive damage.
What was that?
Explosive clap. I thought the same thing you did, Bruce. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
that once on a bad night in Vietnam.
We were there when I first got
finally
it.
got the explosive clap.
And you
Explosive
asked
diarrhea
me
combined
what
with chlamydia.
you asked me what he was doing, and I said I gave him the explosive clap. That's right, I gave a robot clap. So from there, he's got these claws that he can attack with, and he does a lot of melee, and you can boost melee for both of them as well as health and certain other stuff. And then if you go to the right side, there's a lot of that weird anarchy stacks that I haven't really worked with whatsoever.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Julia and her male counterpart.
The Penguin or Kyle.
I'm not sure.
It's Kyle.
It's the same guy.
Okay. I've never interacted with him, so I'm going to take your word for this. But he was using Anarchy, and he says that he fucking loves using Anarchy.
What exactly is the anarchy? Like,
That's
what does that kind of entail?
As you're killing stuff, and as you're using different abilities, and it as Meat Tank is killing stuff, you get an Anarchy skill on a stack, and you can keep using the Anarchy skill to do more of the special moves that you unlock through your skills. Also, on the left side, on the left skill tree, it's pretty much health regen and shield regen, and it pretty much just makes you into a tank. There's even one skill on there that gives Meat Tank your shield. So if you're wearing a melee shield, since it attacks via melee most of the time, it's going to be getting these bonuses from your melee shield.
Yeah, the very bottom skill on the skill tree on the left side is whatever shield that you have, Vodka Mark II gets. Back to the Anarchy stack. Basically, as you kill things, you get stacks for killing things and using your clip completely without reloading. If you pre-ejaculate your clip, then your Anarchy stack is completely dissolved. But the more stack you have, you get a bonus in weapon damage, but you get negs in accuracy.
Sounds fantastic, since I use a 2-round shotgun exclusively in Borderlands 1.
And see, that's what I'm kind of working on after I kind of see how Vodka can become the Goliath that he is. Because when there's enough enemies, so far, he has never left the battlefield without everything being dead. Because you're one of the kill skills is you can... You want to say it?
No, you go.
Because one of the kill skills is for every kill that you or your death trap gets, he gets an extra 5 seconds. And 5 seconds is actually a lot of time when you're killing 2 or 3 things per second.
So I'm assuming he's just your cooldown skill thing then? You just burn him and he's on cooldown like in Borderlands 1? I haven't actually started Borderlands 2 yet.
Yeah, and
so.
the cooldown, his cooldown is pretty
ridiculous.
Pretty long. He's a summon, so
It's
yeah.
like a
I would
minute
imagine.
or two.
But one of the skills in the left side skill tree is that you can,
Like I said, tank.
yeah, you can lower the cooldown to, I think once it's done, about 20%.
Now, that sounds like a good way to play like a summoning class in Borderlands. I've always been a summoner, so it makes sense.
It's really nice. The right side makes you use up your ammo as quick as possible. The left side, you want to keep a full clip all the time, because that's your health regen skill.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of a summoner, because I use the soldier in Borderlands 1, and I get to summon basically a healing turret. It's all you really use it for. I don't use it much for killing. It kind of does, but that's all I've ever used it for, was to heal.
So with Gage here, do you think we should probably be if you're going left, right? Left middle-ish?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go left, and then I'm gonna try and just switch all the way to right. Like once I'm done with the left side, I'll have some of those points left over as I'm leveling up to 50 until more DLC comes out, and I'm gonna try the right side, because a lot of the skills aren't like 5 level up skills. They're only like 1. Like the Anarchy skill itself, there's only 1 level in it, and then you just keep going down.
So you're going to be a bipartisan necromancer is what we're going for here.
Well, once you top out on one skill tree, you got to put it somewhere, and the middle one's all like elemental stuff.
Yeah, in the middle one, it does have a lot of things that I like, but once I get to 50, I'll possibly do what I did with 0, where there was one mission where I didn't want to melee, so I reset my skills, went all the way sniper, and then when I was done with it, I was like, I'm done with this, and then I went back to melee. Because as much as I love to snipe, I really love in Borderlands walking up and killing something with an energy sword, and then because I killed it, I can keep being invisible, and then more things die, and bitches get crazy.
It's actually really cool with 0. Once you get to level, it's about 32 is when you top out a skill tree with a character. Well, I guess if you sort of cheat it out, you could probably get it a little bit faster through class mods and whatnot. But Once you get to Zero's Resurgence, is it Resurgence no? Resurgence is where you get life from melee kills.
Yes.
But once you get the skill where you can continue using your deception skill, Zero goes from a character where you get like 1 or 2 kills and then you sort of have to back off or you die, to a character that just decimates the entire battlefield.
And I love the next level. Before you have it, if you look down where it says, and it says the next level, because it always has, what the next level is, but it said, since it's only a 1 level skill, it just says next level, and then there's a quote that says, you're never happy until you die. ... Happy, 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 happy.
Zero's a fucked up character.
Yeah, a lot of the things that he says
are retarded.
Yeah, and when we go back to Gage, I think her voice,
I love her
and
voice.
her attitude is, and you know who the voice actor is, don't you? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So, but her attitude, I think, is really based off Tiny Tina, which you already know that we love. We love Tiny Tina.
We
and
love
I think,
Tiny Tina.
I think they knew that everyone else loves Tiny Tina, so they kind of turned the Macromancer into an off-shot, like Spartan brand Tiny Tina. And for those who don't know the Spartan brand, think of a other generic brand from wherever you live.
Brand.
Generic brand, store brand, store brand Tina.
So I'm gonna space on the last name, but I know her name's Jessica, and she does the voice of Wrath in the English dub of Full Metal Alchemist.
Is it Brotherhood or just Full Metal Alchemist?
Wrath isn't in Brotherhood.
Okay.
Wrath is one of the things the people animating Full Metal Alchemist came up with when they surpassed the manga.
Okay.
When they caught up to it, and they're like, well, should we just do filler? And they actually contacted the mangakon and asked if they should do a filler or just finish off the story the way they see fit. And they just finished it off, and which was an awesome decision because now we have FMA and then Brotherhood as well. Makes me happy. But yeah, she did Wrath in FMA. She does Kaname Chidori in Full Metal Panic. She does a shit ton of voices in anything ADV Funimation. So I actually squealed a little bit when I heard her voice.
Bruce.
I'm sorry.
No, I do it too.
That's how I act.
Veronica, I think her name is, in New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas. I hadn't read a lot about it because when there's a game that I'm super excited for, I try to not look into it so I can be more excited. And when I found Veronica, this like Brotherhood, I think she's part of the Brotherhood, and she loves punching things, and she's voiced by Felicia Day, and that made me super excited. So I used her and nobody else.
Did you do that in Dragon Age 2 when you ran into Felicia Day's character? Did you just try to interact with her as much as possible?
No, I didn't actually play Dragon Age 2.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I heard that it wasn't as good as the first one, so.
Sorry, BioWare. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
And speaking of BioWare.
Oh, yeah, the DLC. Speaking of DLC.
Yeah, Mass Effect has new DLC, big DLC.
Which it has like every other week.
Yeah, but this one is huge. You can customize your multiplayer title screen. There's challenges that give you extra. They're wicked, ridiculous challenges.
Like
that I've seen.
Halo? Reach?
Sort of, yeah, and they give you credits when you complete them, so you can unlock more stuff. Which, by the way, is still a dick move. I hate that stupid lottery. I hate it. I hate it so much because there are some people like
That's how they're making their money.
yeah, and it's a good idea because there are people like Shifty D.
Shifty
What's he up to? Like $400 into this game now?
He said $500. And by the way, he got the.
Yeah, we're not. I see
Yeah.
Hold on,
that
no,
look of-
I wish you could have seen Bruce's reaction of like, holy shit, but I kind of knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I reacted
he got the
even.
collector's edition, and then after that, once we were doing that thing, and I was kind of keeping up with him. I've done maybe 100, 150 up until that, and then I wasn't getting anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna try to play the game, and then I'm still not gonna get anything. So I hate your face. I'm gonna play, but it's gonna make me infuriated.
Yeah, I've put other than buying Mass Effect 3, I think I've put $10 into it. Actually, no, because I had most of those points already on my account from DLC that I had been downloading before. So, not even $10 into it. and I've gotten shit as far as good guns because it's all random.
So how does this lottery work? Actually, I haven't played any Mass
Okay,
Effect,
so
I need
you
to
go
know.
in and you pick from certain packs, and each pack gets progressively more and more expensive. You get, like, the very first one, you're probably not even going to get a gun half the time. Like, you get certain types of ammo,
It's
health potions
Yeah,
sort
it's
of things.
5,000 credits, and basically with that, you would
to
use
keep you
it.
from dying.
Yeah, you would use it if you need a little bit more metagel or things like that, but you're not going to get a lot from it unless you've already gone up to it. And then there's a lot. I actually get a lot of characters in that now when I'm looking for just like a few things for my Cobra missile launcher, and I'll get like characters, but they're all characters from the original that I've already got the full selection of.
Yeah, I think I have all the costumes unlocked for every single human variant 10 times over by this point. And to finish this off, Jordan, the final pack is like Premium Spectre pack, and if you save up the credits for that, your chances of getting N7, which is the highest rarity weapon, is a lot higher. Your chances of getting DLC characters is a lot higher, or so they say. It's bullshit. It never happens to me. I get all my stuff from like the middle rung pack. Every single DLC character I've ever gotten has been from a middle rung pack, not this premium bullshit.
Yeah, and
the way that we were saying that Derek has spent what'd you say, like 150?
500.
500.
You are Derek.
Oh, me? Yeah, Derek. Okay. Yeah, me, Derek, about 150, but plus the game. So probably like 60.
See, I gave you shit there, but I fucked up too, and then I saved it by referencing back to you.
Whatever.
So Shifty D spent about 500. You can buy Microsoft points to buy packs, essentially. So it's just microtransactions, and any game that has microtransactions makes a shit ton of money. I don't know if
Rock Band?
actually no, not so much. Rock Band's way down there.
Well, now.
Even then, it wasn't like we thought Rock Band was awesome, and we download. I don't know about you, but
I had like $200 into that in music.
yeah. So I
did too.
I downloaded a ton of tracks, and now it just
They probably spent more in like licensing, I guess, though, like things like that.
yeah.
They might
For
have
them,
been like
it's probably not.
it might have been an overhead thing, like because it feels like that they probably got a lot of downloads. They were some of the first big downloaded stuff I would think on Xbox Live. Before that was just map packs.
Yeah, I guess.
Like arcade wasn't even that big back then.
You know what I wish fucking Microsoft would do that PS3 has finally started doing? Day one on demand, only download, so you can download the whole game. Like the day it comes out. Microsoft, you have to wait like 2 months.
I know Derek hates that because he likes CDs, but no, I for people like me, that's a cool concept.
See, I've been on the fence about it for a long time. I want a physical copy, but ever since I got a phone, a Windows phone, and so I downloaded games and apps through there, and you know when you have to buy them, it kind of sucks if your phone dies because you step on it, throw it in water, or your daughter decides that it should be used as a flotation device for a Barbie in a bathtub.
But wait, does Windows Phone work like every other marketplace where you've already
Yes.
paid for the download? You just get your new phone, just download it again,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just saying that's what I had, and that's the system that I was working through. But so you already have your download. You get a new device, you can automatically re-download
Yeah,
it.
and
if
that's
you
the
break
thing,
your
guys.
disc, you're fucked. That's all there is to it. I love the fact that you can re-download it as long as you're under your same gamer tag.
Or just go into GameStop and bring like a broke up disc and be like, can you guys resurface this for me? And they're like,
They try. They do try.
I would put it in the machine and be like, I don't know, son.
I don't know.
We glued it, we resurfaced it, it's not working.
All right, so where were we? Yeah, but to what you were saying, I'm a collector. Get your nose away from the microphone. I'm a collector, so I love collecting movies, mainly movies. But it's the same thing with video games. Like, I want my hard copy, so I've been keeping to that. And
So what do you mean you're a collector?
I collect movies, and like I said, games too. But mainly, I collect movies, old school movies, new school movies. I've still got a bunch on the list that, like, from way back in the 50s that I still need to get.
So you're just saying that you like the physical copy because of that, or?
Yeah, because it's the same thing, like, if somebody had, I don't know, what are those things that used to be super popular when we were...
Beanie Babies?
Yeah, Beanie Babies.
I was going to say Tamagotchi, but yeah.
Me and Bruce do not have Beanie Babies shelves in our house. That's for
Not
sure.
Beanie Baby.
No
high
Beanie
five.
Baby shelves.
All right, so anyways...
Save that one.
or for somebody who like has a library so they can, show off all their books.
That's what this room was supposed to be, by the way.
I would have a library so I can show off all my movies.
That's what this room was supposed to be.
I know.
That wall right
yeah,
there,
I see.
that's going to be all shelving.
I see Metal Gear, Nintendo game, a couple Halo statues, and a bucket of paint. Is that your collection of movies so far, Bruce?
Yep, that's my movie collection.
They're all in the box over there. But, all right, so back to...
Wait, the Mass Effect 3 DLC.
Yes.
You said you can customize the screen, and you hate the lottery, and then we went on a tangent about why we hate the fucking lottery in that game.
Yes. Okay, so back to the stuff. I know that there's weapons that I have not heard about, and you also... The big thing, they've got a lot of new classes. There's a soldier... There's a Turian Havoc class, which I heard was really good. There's some this, there's some that, blah, blah, blah. But what I really want to talk about... The Volus. That's right, everybody.
That little midget.
Yes, that's right. Everybody who's played Mass Effect, the little bald midget. I mean, he's not bald, but maybe he's bald. They're in a suit.
You don't know.
Yeah, kind
He's
of
got
like
the rebreather.
Yeah,
You
kind of like
just
the
picture him
Quarians.
bald?
So they can't.
I picture George from Seinfeld when I think of the Volus. I don't know about you, but that's what I think of.
I did see it.
Which means Turians are Kramer.
I guess, yeah. They're a bit racist. All right. Anyways,
It's funny because it's true.
so they can't. What's some of the things that they can't do? I know they can't do much.
Climb ladders.
Climb ladders. They can't. They can't like get to cover. Like all that you can do to get to cover is stand next to cover, but you can't like snap to cover.
Oh, so the cover system, what Mass Effect 2 and 3 have been built on, because they didn't really have it that strongly in 1, but in 2 and 3 they have a really good cover system. They threw it out the window for the Volus.
Yeah,
They're
also-
just like, hey,
Size
stand.
discrimination.
They're
Yeah.
like, okay, you're already pretty short. Just stand behind the crate and pretend people can't see you. Okay.
They are 100%, and also, I lost it, but they are 100% support. Everything that they have. They've got like a shield boost where like they can use their, the special abilities that they have. One of them, you can instantly, hit a friend and their shield comes back.
Can you revive from a distance?
No.
Are they tank-like in any way?
Can't even reach like food.
Oh
from a
no, they
distance.
have like 100 in their health. Their health is about 100 max at level 20. They die really quick.
I don't understand.
Yeah, no, there's
How can you be a support if you die that quickly?
you gotta just tuck and roll, buddy.
I thought you said they can't do that.
You gotta just roll, buddy. now I'm listening to everything that these things can't do, and I'm seeing their support as I play with Shifty D and Suzuki Method.
Who, of course, got it.
Yeah, no,
That's all we're doing.
I need you to die. So anyways, Suzuki Method was playing the Volus, and he's the last person up. Everybody else had died. We're playing on gold. We're playing the Geth, and he's obviously going down. He's Volus, and there's nobody to save him. So instead of bowing out and dying, he whips out. I think it was the Wrath. It was one of the shotguns, a very heavy shotgun, and he proceeds to whoop some ass
With the Volus.
with the Volus and survived 2 rounds because the second he survived that wave, we all get up. We all die after like a minute. He's still up. And I'm hoping that he can die because you just got online and I want to play Resident Evil, but no! He just
lives.
keeps going and kills. He killed a Prime with a Volus. I was like, oh my god, I want to finish and win this because this is the greatest story. He can go back to his Volus homeworld or wherever, tell his friends and,
New
just
York.
tell all of that. The heroic story to his best friend, the Elcor, who can just be like, extreme excitement. Go you.
That you did it despite your height.
So anyways, that's what I'm hoping for the next DLC is the Elcor
Oh, what about the Hanar?
and the Hanar.
Oh, I want to fight with some Hanar. I want to jump in there and slash some bitches with my tentacles.
Bruce is big into tentacle porn, by the way.
Why do people keep saying that? I'm not.
I've only got a couple videos that
I
I
have
was in.
no videos, no pictures.
I think because
Nothing.
we've seen him with some weird stuff, we naturally snap to what is the weirdest in our mind.
We assumed that was the gateway to where he's at now, as a matter of fact.
But no, I actually, looking back, and I've seen a lot of Bruce's porn because he leaves it right on the desktop. So no, he's not a big tentacle person. I'll vouch for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, there you go, Play-Doh. So, anyways, we talked about Mass Effect DLC. We talked about Borderlands DLC. I have more DLC that I want to talk about, and that is WWE 13 DLC.
Yes.
By the way, the game hasn't even come out yet,
But they've already announced the DLC.
But they announced 3 DLC packs that come out month after month.
Okay, so lots of people talk about the hating day one DLC. Do you hate day one DLC?
This is like month one. I mean, there is day one, but it's part of like a VIP pack kind of thing. Like, it's just something you get early. But honestly, I'm really excited about all the DLC I've seen so far. But I do get what Bruce is saying.
Yeah, as far as day one DLC,
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I am also okay with it because I will pay for more content. I agree. Like, sometimes when people are saying they're just getting us to, to pay more for the game, but the game developers have a lot on their hands already. And if they can, maybe like there's a side mission to possibly get this out so we can put it in the game, but because they don't have that time and they've got to ship things and blah, 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 whatever. And then
make it free DLC, though.
Well, no, some people complain about the on-disc DLC, but the thing that I always point out to people is DLC isn't something that they just start working on the instant the game gets done. Most companies have a team that's dedicated to DLC about 2-3 months before they start wrapping up the main game. They form a team that starts working on DLC, and that team goes through and starts making DLC. Sometimes they get stuff done quick enough to be put on the disc, but the company's not going to take the asset that they put out as
because the game is done DLC. Months before you get it, because they have to make it, market it, ship it.
Well, that's sort of true. Halo 4 went gold a couple weeks ago. That means that they're actually printing the discs. Mm-hmm. Halo 4 is now 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away, something like that. So
is it in the middle of November?
It's November 6th.
Oh wow, then
election day. By the way, go fucking vote after you beat the campaign.
Yeah, wait till Halo, then vote.
I mean, if you can't beat the campaign by the time, the polling place closes, you're a fucking waste of space anyways. You shouldn't be playing. Actually, if you can't beat the campaign, you probably don't deserve to vote either. So
that's
Bruce plays on easy, by the way, so he can beat anything.
That's Bruce's thing. If you can't beat Halo, you don't deserve to vote for the president of the United States.
We don't want anybody that doesn't beat Halo 4 voting.
I really don't know. But by the way, for Halo, I actually do my first playthrough on Legendary.
I don't believe Bruce.
I do believe Bruce.
Hey, Jordan, go fuck yourself.
And
most games, I don't bother with the harder difficulties unless there's an achievement for it, because I see no fucking point.
It's an actual challenge and fun, unlike just walking on everybody.
I see both of your points, but like I said, I can agree with Bruce because he made me play Legendary when I played with him playing Halo, because normally I play it normal, but that was like Halo 2 and 3, and then I stopped and I was like, I should play on hard difficulties, but I never played Legendary because I always get my ass kicked.
But you were on co-op, and I don't think you guys used the skull I love, which makes it so you can't die. Otherwise,
yes,
the team
Jordan,
respawns.
we get it. You have balls.
It's
gotta bring yourself up. Try to make yourself more manly.
It's something I learned.
Overcome your shortcomings, like not getting late in a month.
Hold on.
Okay, keep going.
Something I learned way back in Nintendo 64 days of Conker's Bad Fur Day. I used to play on normal, whatever difficulty.
Sensitive?
No, that game was amazing. No, but there was one multiplayer map. They had one capture the flag map in the whole game, and it was the best capture the flag map that's ever been made. So we played it with all the computer on the hardest mode, and it was to the point where you could barely walk out the door without your head exploding. But we were able to get points after like 3 hours of trying, and we found that the feeling of satisfaction you get when you take on a bunch of invincible robots and you actually get a point is amazing. And from there on out, I just like to struggle through games.
Yeah, good for you. So we're
Pussies.
I beat Resident Evil on professional, and you played half of it on normal.
According to the game, yes, but that's impossible.
I don't know.
It's all damage
Just because I
modifiers
was
in
better
RE6.
than you and had to revive you every 3 minutes doesn't mean that's true.
Really? Because when we played the second time, and you were definitely playing on professional.
Because I died in cutscenes. You never revived me. It was like button presses because it sucked.
Sure. Keep
Is that Elvis impression right there?
Oh,
Yo.
oh.
All right, I don't do very well impressions. I don't even know where we were at this point. WWE 13 DLC.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're going to cover that.
All right, so anyways.
I tried to get it away from Brett.
We'll cut Bruce's mic
Hey,
right now.
you get to talk about Halo.
Yeah, he
get to-
actually turned wrestling into Halo.
Oh, wow.
How did he do that? We were like, you don't get very much Halo. We get a little wrestling this time. And he still got more Halo than wrestling. So DLC, WWE 13.
All right, so the first DLC pack is Attitude Era. And I know that Jordan is super excited because it was all the Attitude people that we wanted to see but didn't. And that mainly Gangrel.
Rikishi.
Well, because obviously you got to have Gangrel if you're going to have Edge and Christian from the old school era. Gangrel was a big part of that. Also, Gangrel, in my opinion, was cooler. So, yeah, take that, Twilight. Gangrel could kill you. Or the Vampire Warrior, or whatever he calls himself in the indies. Or on porn. He did porn, by the way. He called himself Vampire Warrior.
I don't know if I want to watch Gangrel porn unless I have to like put in my Belvenus.
All right, yeah. Speaking, yeah, and
Wait, go back. What?
or my Shawn
professional-
Michaels.
the Shawn Michaels Playgirl. So yeah, professional wrestler Gangrel did a porn and was on the porn credited as Vampire Warrior, which by the way is a great porn name.
It's an amazing porn name.
So speaking of
Actually, that kind of scares me if that's a porn name because that. Keep going.
yeah, so speaking of porn, Val Venus is also DLC,
This is perfect for segue.
and Too Cool, all of Too Cool, Rikishi, Scotty Too Hottie, and Grandmaster Sexay.
Looking forward to all of them, especially Rikishi.
Yeah, and I love mainly because, you know, if you're a wrestling fan, if you're a wrestling video game fan, then you know, and I know, you're not playing the game to play the wrestlers, but what I'm super excited about is the fact that all of them are in there. That means their taunts and their moves are in there. That's really all I care about.
Yup.
Second DLC is modern era guys, and the only person I want to talk about is Antonio Cesaro. And why? Because the pop-up, the very, 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 very European uppercut is in the game. Oh, that's amazing.
It looks good, too.
And then the third one has some extras, including just a moveset pack. And El Generico's Brain Buster is going to be in the game, so that's going to be a sweet fucking thing.
Stop making faces, Bruce.
El
'cause his brain buster-
Generico?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's the generic Mexican wrestler. That's
Oh,
his,
okay.
That's who he is, and he's a white person.
He's from Canada.
Yes.
But he doesn't speak any English. He doesn't speak English well. Also,
He speaks
El
Canadian.
Right,
Generico
he's
is a
Canadian.
very sleepy person.
He is.
And he grew up in the streets of Tijuana fighting for his life. Because in Tijuana, you fight for your life or you die.
Yeah, all true.
He takes his torta and he goes home. So anyways,
Tijuana, Canada?
Tijuana, Canada. Yes.
Tijuana, Canada.
That's where El Generico, the generic Mexican wrestler.
So
hails
anyways,
from.
all of that coming out month to month. It comes out at the end of October, and then you've got the DLC November, December, and January. And I think that that's really cool because then there's something to look forward every month. So while I'm creating my roster, it does piss me off a little bit because as I create my moves, I'm going to be thinking, well, what should be in there that's going to be in the DLC? So, like, then I have to go all the way back and redo the movesets.
But in his defense, me and Derek re-edit our move list every month anyway, so it's perfect.
Just plan 4 months in advance. All right, I'm just going to leave this slot empty for 4 months until
This could be a
comes
generic uppercut for now. It'll be very European in a couple months, though.
I like all my moves because all my moves are going to be moves that I'm getting from the DLC. So all my moves are just going to be the 5-knuckle shuffle. And that's it. I'm just going to hit the one move of doom until the DLC comes out.
Every other wrestler's gonna be like, God damn it, I don't want to wrestle Derek. He's gonna phone this one in again. He's gonna do the vertical suplex 5-knuckle shuffle combo he does every match.
And still my favorite conversation ever is Truth Martini got injured, so he couldn't bump. And not bumping is a big deal, especially when you got to take on
have to
somebody
explain
who
it a little
doesn't
bit.
bump. You take a fall and you take a hit.